there were a couple of things.
I'm going to go live now. There's a couple of things. What?
There was a mouse in the bag, like an electronic mouse.
I'm live now. Yes, this is who I am. Rockstar Sissy. It's probably backwards. Why is it forwards for me? Today my hair is up because I just went and did some. I hope you guys can hear me. Nobody's signed in yet, so I won't know. It says internal microphone today. So, all right. I did some community. My hair is up, which is what it should be, and I always have my hair up when I do my community recycling. For those of you who don't understand what community recycling is recycling within the community so that perfectly good items that are put in the trash or garbage are kept from the trash and garbage. So I am like a little rat. Remember I told you about the rats and roaches? How they're working overtime and their population increases because they say to themselves, there's so much garbage here from humans leaving waste that they have to do the work and create more of themselves. Well, I'm a little city rat. And I was kind of meditating on the word garbage today, and there should be no such thing as garbage. The only time that word should be used is when people are talking garbage. Words and combinations of words equal garbage. But we, in essence, as a people, should not be creating any garbage. Everything should be accounted for. And we can start from way back when with plastic Pampers that are probably still in the landfill. I'm not sure. I haven't asked my mother if I was in diapers or Pampers, but like the rest of Americana, I'm going to assume that there were some pamper usage. I was pampered with Pampers. And there was some mental pampering for the parent who was using the Pampers. That means less work. Cheaper, quicker. But what the effect on society is and the world is that there's landfills. I remember growing up as a kid, there was landfills everywhere. Landfills. You know, you pass by it. Just go by 14D on the New Jersey Turnpike, and you're going to pass by landfills. And I'm sure certain people's breath smells like 14D. So that brings me to my next point is I'm curious that we are keeping up our cleanliness habits, our Corona diet. I am. I've decreased my food intake. I'm just blobbing around. So I've seen a lot of videos about, people blimping out this time. So I urge you to try not eating sugar, including juice. And what I've learned with my intake of no sugar is that I don't get that feeling of hunger. I get hungry, but it's not like a ravaging type of hunger that I would have if I eat sugar. So this can also help with portion control. I'm going to show you guys something. Maybe you won't know what this is. It's so blown out, but maybe if I come close, it won't be as blown out. You see that? It's upside down. Does this look familiar? These little tiny annoying things on every produce piece. If you don't buy produce and you're just buying crackers and stuff like that, you're not gonna, let me turn it this way. Okay, you see that little number there? 9. It begins with a 9. There's 9s on both sides, but it's got to begin with the 9. That means you're buying something that's organic. Okay? Why is organic important? No chemicals. I was reading about other viral things that happen within the history of humanity, and measles was a virus that most likely jumped from cows because people are eating cows, right? Going back to the pangolin, if you looked at my 60 Minutes, there's like they're going right to the bat in these countries, eating bat. Bat is the first thing that people ate that probably jumped from bat to pangolin. They're saying pangolin, which is the most heavily trafficked wild animal. I lost my image here. And I'm going to follow up with what I said last time about the pangolin. It's a small, defenseless mammal that is being consumed without regulations, obviously, because it's also on the black market. So, and because it's the most heavily trafficked, I believe that this is the animal's way of, and not even animal's way, it's Mother Nature's way of coming in and saying, hey, you picked this animal, it's trafficked the most, this is the virus that's going to come from it. But let me meditate a little bit on this $2 trillion package that the United States is receiving in aid. They said it's 9% of the gross earnings of the United States. I had to go back to like high school, grammar school even, and this is algebra. And I did some math. It took me a little bit because I haven't done math, but I am good at math. Hey, Roland. You know what? 9%, let's just make it 10 because they were actually saying between 9 and 10%. 10%. The $2 trillion is 10% of the gross amount of money this United States makes every year, right? Every year. Let's do some math here. That's $20 trillion. That means that the U.S. is producing and consuming and exporting and distributing $20 trillion worth of work, effort, and energy. And right now this aid is 2% of that, which is $2 trillion. And then I think, why does it seem like when you go around that there's so many hurting, impoverished places? I used to say, don't look at the creme de la creme that's always on television and what people look like, because television just presents people that are the most creme de la creme, and if they're not, they're made to look like the most creme de la creme, captured by the most creme de la creme technological advances. United States people don't look like that, the majority of us. I would say, like, how they say that top 1% or 2%er? That's because it's only 1 or 2%, right? What I would say is when people are interviewed on the street, wherever in America, that's a good representation of what America is, not what you see on screen in the movies. And even being somebody that works in the industry and is in the union, thinking that, we're making good wages. There's wages as low as $98 for 8 hours of work, and that's an American union worker. This is unacceptable. That worker, including myself, even though I've refused to work for that low. But if I had to, I would, because I work on earned eligibility for my benefit, my health benefits. I would do it. But when I think about my actual human effort within the $20 trillion production productivity that this United States creates, it's like, if I am bringing to light this numerical concept, where is the illustration of wealth for this country? As you can see, I'm not very angry right now. I'm trying to keep it nice. And I want to make sure that you are using your bidets, less toilet paper. I mean, if we think about the origin of the plumbing, what a benefit that humans who wanted and desired to be clean, and it's stuck. I mean, everyone in this country would desire a toilet. We went from outhouses to toilets and plumbing, right? It was desired. My old aunt mentioned that she had an outhouse on a farm, so, you know, this is not exactly what we desired. I mean, why they even had outhouses is because people couldn't afford it then. But it did exist from Roman eras, the plumbing. So we should take care of the plumbing. You know, if we have it, take care of it. Don't put, I wanted to circle back to that article, the 300 tons a month that this one town, I neglected to say one town, oh, by the way, was creating, okay, of tons of non-toilet paper in their garbage. So let's get going and cleaning with a bidet here, okay? And you don't need another toilet for a bidet. I showed you examples of bidets, or you could look up how to install it to your toilet. Back to the Con Edison bill, I want to just circle back and say, the other day I mentioned, you know, you pay a little bit more. You know, I don't even know if it's more for green energy. I just got a letter today. This one comes from Clean Choice Energy. You do not have to change from Con Ed. It'll be on your Con Ed bill. So, because now with this rollback of the pollution, I have a video on my wall about, I don't see how many watchers I have. How can I see that? I don't see how many watchers. I've lost it, I guess. There was an unrelated push for green energy. Well, what is the first thing that they did with the passing of this bill? I don't even know if there was green energy included. Was roll back the pollution, because we want to use the most cutting edge of it. We want to, you know, in this United States, we are the representative of the most cutting edge technology. So that's why we're now using, you know, we've rolled back. Yeah, okay, doesn't make any sense. Read the article I have on my wall. You can get to my wall. You know why? Because I'm public. Everybody can see what I put on my wall. Okay, I'm going to sign off. I'm not so animated tonight, but I'm going to show you my normal side. Let me see what else I could tell you. Going back to the garbage, there should not be any garbage. Why do you think alternate side of the street started? Because people were leaving garbage. I've seen people do it all the time, and I can't stand seeing people just throw their litter on the ground. Huge cardboard pieces of cardboard, huge whole canisters of soda with their plastic straw. That's another thing. Get a metal straw. And I had a friend, but how do you clean it? How do you clean the metal straw? Well, with a pipe cleaner. Reduce, recycle, reuse. That's the name of the game here. Okay? And I'm signing off. I'll talk to you later. Ciao.